The boss jock has entered the building. You are listening to the Sportcat Show.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Sportcat, I am live with you for the next 2 hours on Dare Talk Radio and Radio X Australia and Radio Country. I am here for the next 2 hours, spreading gossip and lies. Come over and join our live chat. You can see me, and, well, there's Brenda, too. Join the live chat under the Sportcat shows. You can see we've got a great chat already. We got Randy here. Randy did me a favor yesterday and sent me lots of things to watch on TV. So thank you, Randy. Denise is here. Hello, Denise. Chris is here. The gang's all here. So, well, the trip has got another unexpected glitch. My computer hard drive, portable hard drive, died last night, so I lost a lot of stuff. He says my volume is low.
Huh?
He says my volume is low. Is that right?
A little bit. You're talking a little bit quiet.
Oh, well, I guess, is that better, or do I need to go in here and crank up the jam? Let's see. Is that better? I turned it up a little bit.
Yeah.
Better? Audio check. All right. Well, good. Okay. Well, that's odd, but all right. Whatever. Yeah. So the portable laptop computer hard drive crashed overnight. I don't know what happened to it. It's gone. I went to access it and says, no, we're not going to work. It's corrupt. So
it's corrupt.
God. So we'll make do. We'll figure it out. I don't know if you can fix those things or not. I may just have to start over. I lost some stuff though. Good Lord. So you'll have to send me all those nude photos again, Brenda. So
sorry. I think I got rid of them after I sent them to you.
Damn. Randy's probably got a copy.
You need to get another PC and just have one there and one at home.
Well, that's an idea, but well, there's some things involved with that, like money, as Denise is asking. I don't know how much a new portable hard drive is. Amazon's got lots of Christmas sales, so I'm sure I can find something. We'll see. Yeah, something else to spend money on it. Mrs. Sportcat will bitch about. She's like, "You're not making any money on this shit."
I don't think my battery's bad in my chair. Well, I think it is, but I think my controller's bad. So when we get done with the show, I have to call Rico, the guy who does the maintenance on my chair, and tell him, "Hey, man, I think it's something else other than my battery, because it's acting really weird and it's doing some crazy shit. So they need to get me another controller.
Definitely, you need that. You're kind of a wild and crazy woman, so yeah, you need that.
I know. I have more walls in my house to hit and run into.
You don't have a big place though. So let me play this first.
The views, opinions, and satirical content expressed on Sportcat's Daily Gazette are those of the host, Glenn Sportcat Jackson, and do not reflect the views of any affiliated networks, sponsors, or platforms hosting the show.
That's correct.
This show is intended for entertainment purposes only.
Absolutely.
Please note, satire and humor, all commentary, especially on news, sports, and entertainment, is presented in a satirical manner. Statements made on this show should not be taken as factual reporting or professional advice.
No, please don't. And anything Brenda says is a lie. So
it's not.
I ran the disclaimer and we lost a person in the audience. I don't understand.
They were like, you know what? Screw this. I
came here for real news. I didn't come here for.
I'm gonna go listen to something that's gonna, not give a shit about what they say.
Yeah. Well, some days some days. So I don't know. We'll see. I want to thank everybody at Radio X. And in case I forget, because I do it late in the show, and sometimes WZQR in Pine Island, Florida doesn't always get the props they deserve. So thank you to them for allowing us to be a part of your night. We are replayed there overnights from midnight till 2 a.m. Of course, they're a big internet station, so you can go find them online at WCQR Pine Island, Florida. So you can check us out there. And of course, we are replayed several times. I don't even know a replay schedule on Dare Talk Radio and Radio X, but thank you to them. We appreciate it a lot. So, well, it's 2:08 on the East Coast, which means in California, if we cured, it would be 11:08.
Yeah,
Denver, it's 12:08. Chris, it's what the hell time is it there? 1:08 there. For our dear friends in Australia, Perth, 3 a.m. in the morning. I'm not sure why they're listening, but thank you. We appreciate it. Sydney, well, it's Saturday. You don't have to get up. You can just tune in and enjoy. Hello, Monica. Welcome to the show.
Monica.
Yeah, it's already their Saturday over there. So
Yeah.
What is in Japan? Let's see. My cousin's in Japan. It's tomorrow at 4 a.m. in Japan.
It's Friday.
Well, it's Friday here, but Saturday in other parts of the world. So yes. I'm ready for Friday. I don't know why, but I'm wore out and I haven't done anything.
It's Friday!
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
My puppies need to go to the groomers, and I need to go to the nail salon.
Well, I took Ginger to the vet yesterday, and that upset Mrs. Sportcat at a tune of $500. Jesus Christ.
Whoa.
Well, she got her annual probing and her distemper, parvo, rabies. Hell, they even doped her up with ketamine for her arthritis. So she got a bunch of shots and checked out, blood drawn and probed, and so we came home and she was like, "I'm going to bed. Screw you people."
She's mad at you. She's like,
then,
"How dare you?"
Last night during the football game, they changed the weather forecast here in Knoxville, and we had a flash snow. It was just pretty. It wasn't. It didn't stick. It was gone by sunrise, but the ground it had a pretty good white coating on it, and so I was like, all right, let's go outside. And she goes outside and she looks around and she looks back at me like, oh, hell no. It's like, hell no. And it was one of those, it was the big fluffy wet flakes, and it was coming down pretty good. So we stayed out there for a few minutes, goofed around, took some pictures, and yeah, so, but it was gone by sunrise. So no, Randy, I watched the football game. I got the stuff set up for today's show. That's when the hard drive crashed and I was freaking out, and because I was going to move them over there, and I was like, I'm going to bed. So yeah. So I watched another astrophysicist cry last night over 3i Atlas. We'll get to that. So the sun is 6 minutes and 4.4 seconds ahead of schedule today. I don't know why. We're at a waning crescent with 41% illumination. If you go outside and look up, couldn't last night in the snow. Well, you could look up, but you can get your eyeballs wet.
I have allergies. I have to smell the time. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, well, I don't want a huge snow. I would like a little bit more than what we got last night, because we don't get snow in Atlanta that often.
There's this thing.
Yeah, and so it was kind of cool. So NASA secretly released the other day in a press release that there's 2 other objects headed towards us.
Of course there is.
Yeah, which is interesting, but they pose us no harm. And then a document was leaked online from a secret space program called Cassandra. And apparently they've been tracking 3i Atlas and concerned about it from deep space military observations since early 2025. Much sooner than they told us. And I've got a couple things here. So once again, this is the rock that is now, it has confirmed a piece of it has split off, but they still don't show that on the picture. Nowhere on here is a smooth picture of what it is. So yeah, they haven't updated their AI, but they did do this. Why do we have a countdown to it? I'm just curious if there's nothing, we won't be where it's not visible to the naked eye. Maybe with a small telescope, or the kid in Guatemala with a flip phone. But why? And it's not going to be close to us. Why is it we have a countdown?
6 days and 9 hours, 46 minutes and 22 seconds, you guys.
Yeah.
Get all your shit ready. Here comes the aliens.
It says it's probably toilet waste from the space station. It's possible.
That's true.
It says if I ever go somewhere with you and end up getting an anal probe from a stranger, I may not be in a big hurry to hang out with you again. Well, you know.
See, I would never let that happen to you, Chris. I would beat somebody up.
Well, the tech. I guess it was the tech. She was pretty cute. So, but yeah, Ginger wasn't a fan. She's like, nope. Thank you, but no. So, but yeah. So I'm curious why they have a countdown clock for something that doesn't matter. This is comes from Eye on the Solar System in Florida Today. I'm just, I mean, is there a reason we have a countdown? So there's something that we can't see and it isn't going to affect our lives? Why are we?
You know, all I'm going to say is
I don't understand. And then we haven't looked at, hold on, I'm not going to close this yet. We haven't looked at this in a while, but this is from NASA also. Let me take these other things off.
What the config? It looks like a child just got loose with a crayon.
So what you're looking at here is an AI representation of space back at Earth, and all those little dots. You see all those little green dots and yellow dots? Those are satellites. So let me ask you, if a kid in Guatemala can get a picture from a goddamn flip phone, can't one of these 10 gazillion things on the screen here take a decent picture?
Glenn, you're so easily fooled.
I'm just throwing it out there. Why is, I don't understand. I just don't understand.
Doesn't that look like something you pull out of your dryer that has a shitload of lint on it?
I have never had green stuff come out.
Looks like a lint ball.
If you have green lint balls, you might have.
Well, I own green socks, and that looks like it
Wait
looks
you
like
just
a lint
screwed
ball.
up. You said socks. You mean sock. So.
Well, no, I always buy them in pairs. I have two. I can use.
Oh, okay. Well, it's like condoms. Huh?
Yeah.
Pull it off, flip it inside out, wash it off, shake it off, and try again. So, but yeah. So yeah, all those things pointed out into space. Oh, and remember the one satellite that did get the decent photo? The what it started with Maeve, I think it was, or Maze. It suddenly is no longer with us.
Oh, did it float off somewhere?
NASA's not saying. They're very quiet on it, but it doesn't exist.
The balloon popped and it landed on the ground.
Okay, so it moved so that it could get a good picture of this dirty snowball. And then after it gets the one decent picture that NASA releases, it's gone. Where did it go? What happened? One of the scientists reported overnight that the interstellar object grew in mass size by 19% in 24 hours. Now, how does something grow in mass? You don't just do that. I mean, if you're working out and get muscles, you don't do it that fast. How in 24 hours?
It was only that easy.
% larger. So, Randy says a few years ago, they said there was only 36 out there. Well, see, and here's the thing. Used to, maybe from the 80s to the, I don't know, late 90s. No, probably a little bit longer than that. It used to be a big deal. Everybody'd go to NASA or California and they'd watch the space shuttle or the rocket launch. But now it's so routine and normal, they don't even bother telling you. So
and nobody uses it.
SpaceX has launched like 6 in the past week, and
I don't even know what we need all those for.
I don't either, but all this space junk's eventually going to haunt us. I mean, if suddenly something blinked and stopped all those little green dots from functioning and doing whatever their job is, what would happen? Would they just come crashing down on us? So, yeah, exactly. We have all these satellites and still get dropped calls. So, yeah. And the GPS is jammed. So, but yeah, so we have a countdown. We'll keep up with this. So, 6 days, 9 hours, 41 minutes until contact. Maybe, I don't know what's going to happen, Brenda.
No, I till they fly by with their doors locked. I'm just saying it's not.
I don't have a clue what the hell it is, but
they give me a headache.
Well, one thing that is kind of concerning to me is, and you touched on it yesterday, is what if they start pumping this thing that it is something and it's coming to Earth? We're going to have people jumping off of buildings. We're going to have chaos in the street.
No, we're not. We're going to have a bunch of retards out there with signs going, "Welcome to Earth."
Yeah. And little Jose in Guatemala will have his flip phone out ready to take pictures. But yeah, I mean, what are we going to do? What do we do at first contact? Our government has not got a plan, according to multiple scientists. So what are we going to do?
I'm just going to stay in my house because I am not interested in whatever the hell they're playing with. So,
Denise says they jump off buildings anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
So, but yeah, I just I don't know.
I have a friend in I have a friend in New Zealand that's going to go bungee jumping off of a high-rise building.
Why?
Because I don't know, and I don't know why they're even doing that. I told her, I said, now, what happens if you swing and you go into a glass window and land in some executive's lap?
You sure she's not doing the free jump with the parachute?
Nope, she's doing bungee jump. Apparently in New Zealand, they have a crew that goes up on top of a high-rise building, and they strap them in, and they do bungee jumping off of a building. I told her, "Are you crazy?" I said, "Why are you doing that?" She said, "Well, I'm getting up there in age, and sooner or later, I'm not going to be able to do these things." And I'm like,
probably a good reason to not do it to start with. You could break a hip.
I love her to death, but I mean, and then what if she goes down and winds up, and it goes back up, and she's just blinking like a yo-yo? What the hell? She goes, "Maybe I'll meet my Prince Charming. Maybe he'll catch me on the way down." I said, "Or you'll land on him and swoosh him into the damn ground." "Well, I loved you for a whole second."
Yeah. I was here to save you, squish. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's look at some trivia here today. Christmas song, sudden death. That's probably racist. Cities that end in E by clue only. Flags of countries that border China. We know better than that. Large states bordering small states. That seems kind of boring. Multiplication. Oh, hell no. Jim Carrey movies by plot description. That could be interesting. What do you want to go with, Brenda? Or do you want to move on to the next thing?
Oh, my God. This is the one that's on the timer, right?
Yes.
Screw this one. Go to the next one. I like the other one better.
All right.
We can actually think about what the hell we're saying.
What topic are we going to go with today? Music, pop music, movies, geography, science, computers, literature, classical music, history, TV, sports, languages, or miscellaneous.
Well, let's do the miscellaneous and see what it comes up with.
Okay,
We
this could
may
be
not
trouble,
pass
huh?
that one, but we'll see.
General miscellaneous, art, business, games, food, fashion, musical, or transports.
You want to do food?
Yeah, we've done food before. We'll just have to make sure not to do the.
Oh, we did?
Yeah, you were probably high for it.
It was candy we did. I might have been high.
Still food. Still food. Let's see. Logos in fast food stores. Did we do that one? I don't remember if we did that one. Want to try that? We'll try it.
Fast food stores.
Yeah, we'll try it. We'll see what happens. Can you recognize the logos by the picture? All right, let's see what happens here. So here we go. Chris says, I like the unlimited one, plus it gives choices. We aren't hampered by his spelling. That's true. So this logo, it's a former logo. It has a orange and pink background with a coffee cup. Is it Dunkin', McDonald's, Popeyes, or Domino's?
Dunkin'
Donuts for the correct answer.
Yeah.
And this one, I know what this one is. It's kind of a yellow hexagon. Is it a Burger King, a Hardee's, a Chuck E. Cheese's, or a Denny's?
Denny's.
Okay, you did get that one. All right, so we're smoking with cheese here. Oh, this is a white neon bow tie looking symbol. Is it Baskins? Is it Dunkin'? I'm sorry. Is it Denny's, Baskins, Sonic, or Panera?
Sonic.
I believe you're correct. Yes, Sonic. All right, we're smoking here.
Bob's Big Boys. I already
don't
know
even
that.
know how to describe this one. It's a fat kid holding a hamburger with 1950s hair. So it's got to be Bob's Big Boy. We don't have many. There used to be one here in Knoxville, but there's not one anymore.
I used to go to them in California. We don't have them there anymore either.
Yeah, they used to have the best hot fudge sundae.
Yeah.
And I just found out the original Friezo. I know you probably don't know what that is, but the original Friezo is still open in Knoxville. I was like, how the hell how am I 55 years old and I didn't know that?
Jesus.
Yeah. All right. So this looks like flight wings with a banner across it. Is it Wingstop, Buffalo Wild Wings, Chick-fil-A, or Nando's? I don't even know what the hell a Nando's
That one is Wingstop.
I believe you are correct. And Denise is correct as well. Denise, you have been on top of this. All right, Denise, help us out here. It's a green square with a coffee colored, almost like a figure 8 with a woman inside of it. Looks like she's holding something. Is that bread she's holding? I don't know. Or a pizza. Choices are Little Caesars. No, it's not the little guy. It's not Jimmy John's. I don't remember Quiznos, but that's definitely not it. So it's got to be Panera. Yeah, I think she's holding a loaf of bread.
Panera.
All right, Denise is on fire today. Oh, well, this looks like a big cowboy hat.
Look at him.
Yeah, this looks like a big cowboy hat, a red neon outline. Is it Arby's, Papa John's, Long John's? Do they even exist anymore? Or McDonald's?
Arby's.
I believe you are correct. Arby's it is for the win. All right. You know what's going to happen? We're going to go to the second level of this, and we're going to suck at this game. So this is a former logo of a fast food store. It is a carp. It's a fish. It's gold and bronze. It's pointed to the right. Is it Hardee's, Long John's, Wendy's, or Papa John's?
Since it's Long John's,
I got to go with Long John's, but I swear I don't remember that. Well, this one is almost too easy. It's a domino. It's a red number
Red
1 and a blue number 2 leaning to the right. So that's got to
That'd
be
a domino.
domino. Yes, all right. See, we're going to get screwed. We're going to get overconfident and we're going to go to level 2 and we're going to suck. So this is a gold star with a smile on it. Denny's, Chucky's, Hardee's, or Jack in the Box?
That would be a Hardee's.
I believe you are correct. All right. So we were 10 out of 10. And surprisingly, average score is people, 8 of those. Wow.
Well, they're stupid.
Yeah, no kidding. Wow. I mean, let's see. Depending on what part of the world you're in, I guess it's possible, but let's see. Is there a level 2 of that one? No, there's not a level 2. Let's see. All right. We're feeling bold. Pictures of cakes and pies. That could be interesting. Pictures of cookies. Pictures of drinking glasses. Pastries. Pictures of sausages. No, I don't want to do that. Brenda will get all
drinking glasses.
Drinking glasses? That could be a tricky one. If you don't know your drinking glasses, you could be in trouble with that one. So hold on. Where was it? I just saw it there. Chris says photos of candy. I didn't see
photos of candy. I think we.
Well, yeah, there's photos of candies 1 and 2. Didn't we do that already?
I thought we did.
Let's do number 2 and see if we've done it already. Yeah. Okay, so this is a round. It's like an M&M shaped thing, and it looks like it's got a chocolate coating.
Junior mints.
Yeah, junior mints. All right, we got that one. All right, Chris, you better help us out here. Holy crap, this looks like
a piece of turd. Oh.
Yeah, this one looks like a perfectly pinched off log of chocolate. Is it a spree, a licorice, gobstopper? Definitely not a gobstopper. Or a Tootsie Roll.
It's a Tootsie Roll.
Tootsie Roll. I haven't had Tootsie Roll in forever. So can you even get those still?
My little dog poops like Tootsie Rolls.
Yeah, too much information. So this one is this is obvious. This is candy corn. I don't even know how to describe it. It's candy corn. I think we did do this one. Okay, I don't know what the hell this one is. It's multicolored M&M shaped candies. It looks like they get a hard shell on the outside, and it looks like chocolate on the inside. Is it a lifesaver? No. Is it a dot? I don't know. Smarties? No, that's just all sugar. Or is it a razzle? It tells a razzle. Didn't we have?
I think we said those were razzles.
Yeah, I think we've done this one. Let's see. Oh, it was not a razzle. It's a Smartie.
What the fuck is a Smartie?
Brenda, you screwed me on this one.
So I have never had a Smartie in my life.
All right. Randy knows his candy. So this comes in a cylindrical roll. It's multicolored with a hole in the middle, and it's a hard candy. Sour Patch, Chiclet, Lifesaver, or Razzlers?
Lifesavers.
Yeah. Oh, I can agree with that one. I can't. Man, we're doing so good, Brenda.
Damn.
Screwed the pooch. I have no idea what the hell this is. It looks like little multicolored cookies. And some have white, some have cream, some have orange, some have black. Centers, but I don't. Is it multicolored cookies on the outside? All right. So is it a macaroon? Don't know what the hell that is. Boston baked bean.
No.
Dum Dum. No, that's you. Or a sugar daddy. Everybody's saying
not a sugar daddy, so it's got to be the macaroon.
All right, I'm going with the macaroon because I have no idea. So good guess.
I've never had that before. Are they good?
I have no idea. I thought macaroons were covered in coconut, like little snowball-like things, is what I thought. But what the hell do I know? These are little, looks like hard candy, maybe, I don't know, maybe chewable. And they're red, orange, green, yellow, little, I want to call them dots because I'm pretty sure that's a dot. pretty sure that's a
I'm
dot.
pretty sure those are dots.
Yeah, I think that's a dot. So.
And Denise and Randy said, and Chris, well, they are all saying dots. So, yeah.
Okay. Well, this is a lollipop of some short shape, form, or fashion. It doesn't look to have a center, so it's translucent. It comes in orange, green, and red. Is it a dum-dum, a Mary Jane, a gobstopper, or a Pocky?
It's a dum-dum.
Yeah, it's a dum-dum. All right. Chris says dots are chewable for weeks. I watched Matt Mitchell's rating of candy bars last night. It's an older episode. Oh my God, it was hilarious. He's like, I got a sugar rush. He ate 13 candy bars. So.
Oh my God, I would have died. My sugar went through the ceiling.
Yeah, he ate 13. Well, it was for science. So
yeah, okay. I don't give a shit.
So these are circular, thin. They look like they're hard shell coated. They come in red, yellow, orange, and green. Are they spree, juicy fruit, Mike and Ike's, or junior mints?
Those are sprees.
All right, we'll go with sprees. All right, last one. We're not going to be perfect on this one. See, I told it. Holy shit.
What the hell is that?
It's a bunch of little red things. Oh, I know what this is. And a little purple things. Is it nerds, razzles, starburst, or sugar babies? Chris is sorry I picked this category. I was hungry, thinking of candy. Yeah, thanks, Chris. Brenda screwed that one.
I don't know what the hell those are.
I'm pretty sure this is nerds. These are the ones that used to come in a little box, and half the box
those are blue and
well, that could be red and
orange.
You can. I guess there's more. I don't know what all flavors.
Well, everybody else is saying it's nerds too, so I don't know.
It's nerds, but I don't know what all flavors they come in.
I don't eat nerds.
I think it's nerds. All right, so we were still above average. Most people only got 8. We got 9. So there you go. All right. So we're gonna leave this one for the day because, well, we were perfect, but yeah. So, all right. We will come back to that next week. So
and then we have this.
That's right. Today's trivia for December 12th. Who was Frosty the Snowman's father? The question is, who was Frosty the Snowman's father?
I've never known Frosty the Snowman to have a father.
Well, then, okay. Well, then, how did he come to be? He has to have had a daddy. Even Trump calls people and tells them, "You're my daddy."
Okay.
So.
Well, then, all right. Then I'll say God, because God made it snow.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know. Mother Nature. If you would have said his mother, I could have said, Mother
okay.
Nature.
So you have Mother Nature and Father Time, maybe? I don't know. Well, let's just go ahead and see who it is. Popsicle.
Oh, for the love of
oh my God. Randy, you're going to have to use that dad joke on your next show before Christmas.
A glass of water.
Oh, Mother Nature and Popsicle. Oh, Dad was just concerned when he came out different colors. So, oh, holy shit! This trivia or this quote of the day is so damn long. I don't know if I can even read it. The way in which the expedition is equipped, the way in which every difficulty is foreseen, and precautions taken for the meeting or avoiding it. Victory awaits him who has everything in order. Luck, people call it. Defeat is certain for him who has neglected to take the necessary precautions in time. This is called bad luck. All right, well, we'll just go with that. So today is, it's a holiday. It's the feast day of Lady of Guadalupe. What is commemorating the sighting in 1531 of the Virgin Mary by Juan Diego. Isn't that the quarterback for Vanderbilt? On Tepeyac Hill outside of Mexico City. A venerated image on a cloak associated with the apparition is enshrined in the Basilica of Our Lady of Guadalupe in Mexico City. The Basilica is the most visited Catholic shrine in the world. So it's the feast day of Our Lady of Guadalupe. What do they eat? What is the feast?
Don't know.
I don't know. So it looks like she's standing on top of a Jimmy John's. No, wait a minute. Those are devil's horns. Never mind. Sorry, Jimmy John's. Don't sue me. So it's a guy holding up. I don't know what the hell that is. A potato? I don't know.
Potato.
Maybe. No, I'm not. See, you're gonna go take me down this road. What is this? So it's it looks a child holding. I have no idea what the hell that is. I have no idea. Well, I guess that's the bottom of her gown, and he's not holding anything up. But are those devil's horns? What the hell?
Earth, I have never noticed that before.
Well, I mean, I've seen it, but I've never paid attention to it today until it said the feast, and I thought, well, maybe he's holding up. So maybe that's a sheet. No, I guess he's holding up her coat. Maybe is that a moon or devil's horns? What the hell is that supposed to be?
It's not a moon.
All right, I'm leaving.
And there's one on each side. Bull horns.
I'm leaving this for us.
Randy said bull horns.
Yeah, I'm gonna start to speak in tongue if I.
So apparently they feast on bull.
Maybe is that maybe the day of the? I don't know. What happened on December 12th? Don't at me because I don't know. So, Cabbage Patch Kids. The Cabbage Patch Kids dolls are featured on the cover of Newsweek. They were responsible for Black Friday riots. I remember those.
Yes, they were
trampling each other to adopt them. They would go on to set the record as the most successful new doll introduction in the history of the toy industry on this day in 1983. Now, I remember that. That was
my
fun.
mother used to have them all over her living room, and my uncle swore up and down in the middle of the night they'd get up and run around the house and taunt him.
Now, those are garbage pail kids. Those are total different. Those were the garbage pail kids. So.
No. My mom had Cabbage Patch dolls.
I think each of my children had one. Both the girls. I think they did. I don't know. It's probably here in Mom's basement still. So.
I mean, I get stuff like Furbies that talk to each other, and I know they're plotting my death.
That Teddy Ruxpin, I threw that sumbitch out in the front yard.
You know, they had another one when my daughter was young. They had it was a mother goose. It was a big goose, and it would tell stories and turn its head, and her beak would go. Yeah, my daughter was scared to death of that.
Teddy was talking with no tape inside of him and no batteries, and I was like, "I'm not drunk. I'm not high. You are out of here." I threw him out.
Oh my God. Did you knock on the door and say, "Let me back in"?
He wasn't there the next day. I assumed it.
He ran away from home.
Yeah, he just wanted to be free. Yeah, where all good bears go. So, this day in 1972, the Poseidon Adventure, starring Gene Hackman, Ernest Borgnine, Jack Albertson, Shelley Winters, and Red Button. Okay, that's an old one. That's an old classic, actually. The Poseidon Adventure. Jerry Lee Lewis marries his 13-year-old cousin this day in 1957. Was this in Alabama?
What?
No, Mississippi. So it was legal to marry a 13-year-old in Mississippi at the time, but he was still married to his second wife. So,
and was that his sister?
No, I don't. Hell, I don't. I see why this guy never had any money. So she divorced him on grounds of adultery. So
You think?
I think it probably would have been pedophile, but
Yeah, bet you.
he was 22 at the time, and he married his 13-year-old third cousin. So
I got nothing for him.
She was his first cousin once removed, and the daughter of the bass player in his band. So, well, I mean, they were hanging out there. He probably got her knocked up. And
13? Oh my God.
I don't know, Brenda. I don't know. I just report the news. I don't make it up. The first nuclear reactor this day in 1952. Ironically, nuclear power is back on the headlines today. December 12th, 1952, the Chalk River plant in Canada experiences a meltdown and explosion of its reactor core. 4,500 tons of radioactive water was found in the cellar of the building. The water was dumped into ditches about 1 mile from the border of the Ottawa River. So,
They probably just dumped it in the river. Don't lie.
No, if you follow the river, it goes into the United States. So President Jimmy Carter and U.S. U.S. Navy nuclear engineer at the time was part of the cleanup. So yeah, they were like, we're just going to dump this on America. That was nice. Chris says that is Juan Diego. He is holding up his garment. He wore that Mary's image was emblazoned upon after she told him to collect roses within it to take to the bishop. Okay, so but is Juan been reincarnated as the quarterback for Vanderbilt? So, by the way, he's only 42 and he's eligible for play next year. Chris says the roses were gone and the image was on the garment. It was intended to be a miracle to the bishop that she was real and wanted a church built for her. Okay, cool. All right. So I don't know my Catholicism history, so I don't know a whole lot of history. World War II on this day in 1941, and hey, World War III is in headlines again. 1941 on this day, Adolf Hitler announces his imminent liquidation of the Jewish race. Well, that wasn't very nice of him. During a Reich Chancellery meeting with the highest ranking officials of the Nazi Party itself. This marked a turning point when the Nazis went from propaganda and intimidation to extermination. See, this is why we should not call our law enforcement officers Nazis. They're doing a dutifully elected law. First transatlantic radio signal. This day in 1901 from England to Newfoundland of about 2,200 miles. That's 3,500 kilometers. They used a 500-foot, 150-meter receiving antenna held aloft by a kite. Cool. The distractors said that it was not possible to send a radio wave further than 250 miles. Well, that's not true. We know that. Even in ham radio, we know that. So, and hey, I am in East Tennessee, and we are broadcasting live in Australia. So look at the technology, how it's changed. 1899. This day, George F. Grant got the patent for the first golf tee for you golfers. So it's a holiday. Go out and golf.
For crying out loud.
The Iraq War. This day in 2002, CIA Director George Tenet is said to have assured President George W. Bush that the evidence against Saddam of weapons of mass destruction was a slam dunk. However, we know now that was not true. But Bush later said Tenet did a good job for America. Yeah, we got a lot of people killed for nothing. Thanks there, Tenet. Bush Gore. Well, December 12th, 2000, the Supreme Court reverses a Florida Supreme Court request for a manual recount of Florida's U.S. presidential ballot. The 5-4 decision effectively gave Florida's 25 electoral votes to George W., thus winning the election. Much of the controversy stemmed from improperly functioning voting machines that left ballots with hanging and pregnant, oh Lord, you don't want to leave them hanging, pregnant chads.
What?
You don't remember that? Oh my God. Yeah, that was a big controversy. And that to me, okay, so we can actually put it to a day. This day, 25 years ago, is when the politics just went to total shit.
It was probably way before that, but
I think we can officially say that this day is the day, because it was after this that we got into endless wars and we were doing stupid shit. Now, I'm not saying if Gore had been elected, we wouldn't have, but I'm saying it started a lot of animosity and stuff. So it could all have been avoided if the Supreme Court had just, oh, well, so. And the results are in. The DNA says George Tenet was another liar. Hey, shocker. Most people in our government. Yep. This day in 1985, then President Ronald Reagan signs the Graham-Rudman bill. It was supposed to end the federal deficit, but it failed to do so. something they planned to do fail or be worse? Nah, it doesn't.
Not in this country.
The debt has risen from 712 billion in the 80s to 2. I don't even know what. There's a lot of zeros there. 2 trillion. We'll just leave it at that. Over 2 trillion in 1988, and now it's like 14 gazillion dollars. So.
Oh God. Glad
Yes, go ahead, Brenda. Also on this day in 1983, Reagan tells Congressional Medal of Honor Society the stirring story of a Medal of Honor winner. Unfortunately, it was a fake story. It was fiction from a 1944 issue of Reader's Digest. See, we had fake news back then too. So. How in the hell, as a president, do you give a speech based on something that's a fiction from a... Oh, Jesus.
I'm here from the government, and I'm here to help.
December 12th, 1983, the day while Ronnie was busy giving Reader's Digest stories, old Nancy, she's sitting there on Mr. T's legs. Gives him a little kiss. Mr. T was he was Black Santa at the White House. How the hell? No wonder there's a generation screwed up. Mr. T in combat brown work boots, white knee high with green stripes, in a Santa Claus suit with a wife beater shirt and about 18 pounds of gold. And old Nancy is sitting there giving him a little lap dance. So see, this is why Reagan was like, shit, I was too distracted to give a real speech. I had to read something out of the story because goddamn Nancy's out here wanting BBC. What in the absolute hell? You know, we look back on things and we go, just why? Why is... I'm not upset that she gives him a little kiss on the top of the head, but Nancy seems to be a little excited there. So
she's got her arms all wrapped around him.
Yeah, he's got his eyes closed. He's like, lean in here, Nancy. That's right. You know what you want. You know you want to listen to BBC. Yeah, Ronnie's over there giving a speech that I give him a Reader's Digest and said, here, go read this, motherfucker. Oh, God help us. This is December 12th, apparently is the day the end of the world started in multiple years.
Chris said Nancy said A team. Let's see that D.
That's right.
Oh God.
December 12th. It appears something weird's going to happen today, Brenda, because if history repeats itself, today something weird will happen. So
I don't know. Melania's got too much class to be sitting on Miss T's lap.
Mr. T, she'd probably break his hip. He's too old for that. So she did show up wearing a jumper for a black tie event last night or the other night. Now, was it last night or the night before? But everybody was like, what? She's at a black tie event and she's wearing a lingerie jumper.
Wait,
Okay.
what?
Yeah. Go
I
look
must
at
have missed
pictures
that.
from the congressional ball. I mean, she's beautiful and she wore it well, but okay, it was a black tie event. I thought, I don't know. I don't know the etiquette.
Was Trump there?
Yeah. They both gave speeches, and apparently she released a secret speech. Yeah, there's some upcoming legislation about children in 2026 they're still working out the top secret details on. And she's like, oh yeah, early next year this is going to happen. And he's standing there beside her going, no, don't say it, so we'll see. I don't know. I don't know, but she did look beautiful in her black lingerie jumper. I don't know. Maybe I'm not smart enough. What is a woman supposed to wear to a black tie event? I mean, she wore it well. She's very beautiful. I'm not saying anything, but says, did Mr. T-Bar Ronald McDonald's costumes? I don't know. Somebody let me know. What is a female supposed to wear to a black tie event? I don't know. I mean, she wore it well, so I'm not making fun of her.
Well,
So
she does have that one outfit where she dressed kind of like Michael Jackson, and it was a white suit, and she had a black tie.
I'm sure she's got millions of dollars, and she could wear different outfit every day. So
maybe that one just.
But I did notice as they were coming down the stairs, because they had the reception at the bottom of the stairs from the executive mansion, where they greet the guests coming in. And so they're coming from, their private quarters upstairs. I did notice that she had to hold Don's arm and guide him. He did look a little dehydrated. So, I mean, maybe before we go down here, I'm throwing it out there. 1963, the British colony declares its independence, becoming the Republic of Kenya. It is named after Mount Kenya. It's the phonetic spelling of the mountain's native name, meaning the mountain with brightness. Okay. And their flag is a squished Deadpool. All right.
Yeah. That's what it looked like to me.
Yes, it is. Elvis is not in the spirit of Christmas. This day in 1957, Portland, Oregon, radio disc jockey Al Pretty is fired for playing Elvis's version of White Christmas. The station management said it's not in the spirit we associate with Christmas. What is I don't know that I've ever heard it. Is there something wrong with that version of White Christmas?
I don't think so.
I don't know. I'm not an Elvis fan, but this day in 1949, the military aircraft supplier begins full-scale production of its first automobile, the Model 92. The engine was a transversely mounted, can you say that? Was a transversely mounted, water-cooled, two-cylinder, two-stroke, 764 cc, 25 horsepower. Holy cow, that thing was smoking. With a 3-speed transmission. Gave it a top speed of 65 miles an hour. And for our Australian friends, that's 105 kilometers an hour. They were originally painted green, supposedly because Saab had an abundance of green left over from the production of wartime airplanes.
Oh,
okay.
So they were airplane.
That thing was smoking at 65 miles an hour. So, I mean, back then it probably was. Oh, well, this day in 1937, Mae West seduces Edgar Bergeron's ventriloquist, Dummy Charlie. I don't know that I want to be called Dummy Charlie. Dummy Charlie McCarthy on radio, causing a public outcry, which led to an FCC investigation in which NBC was reprimanded on the grounds of indecency. NBC blamed the dummy. So claiming that there was nothing indecent in the content of the sketch itself. but it was West's tone and style of performance that made it offensive. NBC went on to ban West and even the mention of her name from all network programs. She didn't return to radio again until 1950. I almost want to hear that. So how do you seduce it? Oh, Lord. All right, I'm going to move on before I get in trouble. 1925, December 12th, 1925, the first U.S. motel, the Motel Inn in San Luis Obispo. Is that? Hell, I don't know if that's right. It's in California. We don't care. She gave the dummy wood. Oh, what's worse is NBC blamed it on the dummies. It was the dummies.
It's the dummy's fault.
And then banned her.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Boys Town was formed by Father Flanagan this day in 1917. The Omaha, Nebraska orphanage, the home for troubled boys. He believed there's no such thing as a bad boy. I'm going to just move on.
Yeah, let's go.
Come here, you bad boy. The Captain Jammer Kids comic strip premieres. It was created by Rudolph Dirks, who's the first cartoonist to regularly express comic strip dialogue in speech balloons. So, in this day in 1897, for you comic book nerds, that would be the first. 1870, Joseph Hayne Rainey of South Carolina is sworn in, serving until 1879. He was the second black to serve in the U.S. Congress and the first presiding officer of the House of Representatives. Born into slavery, he was freed when his father purchased the freedom of his entire family and himself. First American bishop this day in 1790, Father John Carroll is installed and placed in charge of the diocese, I'm probably saying that wrong, of Baltimore. They say, what is saying installed? He was installed in place via robot. Pennsylvania, December 12th, 1787, becomes the second U.S. state. It was named after English naval officer Sir William Penn. His son, William, was the founder of the province of Pennsylvania, which he named after his dad. Okay. Today's birthdays, Dionne Warwick. You might remember her. I know Brenda does.
I remember her.
Yeah, she was a singer, very well-known singer. She had lots of hits. Connie Francis, also an American singer in the 50s. Let's see. The mayor of Silicon Valley, Robert Noyce, who was nicknamed the mayor of Silicon Valley because of he was the founder of Fairchild Semiconductor. Okay. Bob Barker.
Holy cow.
Yeah,
Silver
Bob
Fox.
Barker. We've had his the announcer on the show for us. Yeah, he's been on our show. I think I got it here.
Yeah.
Hi, Rich Fields here, and come on down. It's time for the Sportcat Show.
See, there you go. I did get a little touch with fame there. So,
Yeah.
Frank Sinatra. Oh, calm down. Jesus Christ. It sounds like there's somebody getting killed at Brenda's. Frank Sinatra was born this day in 1915. He is a singer and actor. Strangers in the Night was his first song. Okay. Edward Munich, is that correct? The Norwegian artist. He had the painting from 1893, The Scream. Oh, okay. Well, it was stolen from the Oslo Art Museum. That was the one where they used a ladder and they got away on a scooter. So,
Sorry about that. Somebody knocked on my door. I need to get a sign and hang it out there. It says live on air. Go the fuck away.
Tracy Ann Austin, American Tennis Hall of Famer, born this day in 1962. Ann Alicia, born in 1956. She was Melissa on Falcon Crest. Emerson Fittipaldi, a Brazilian auto racer, winner of the Formula One World Championship in 72, 74, in the Indy 500 in 89 and 93. Grover Washington Jr., American saxophonist, was born this day in 1943. Mayor Ed Koch was born this day in 1924. Zach Mosley, not the quarterback, not the kicker. He was born this day in 1906, a cartoonist for the Adventures of Smilin' Jack. Edward Robinson, American actor from Little Caesar, born in 1893. Harry Morris Warner, a Russian-born American film executive in 1881. We were just going to skip some of these 1800s people.
I know, right?
Nobody cares about your age group, Brenda. So
you are the same age as I am. I don't know where you're getting that from.
You're pretty old, Brenda. I'm young. So
yeah, okay.
1966, A Man for All Seasons, based on the play by Robert Bolt, directed by Fred Zimmerman, and starring Paul Scofield, premiered in New York. I still don't know what that is. And okay, I don't care. 1930 Baseball Rules Committee revised the rule book. A ball that bounces into the stands is now a ground rule double instead of a home run. Oh, still
what?
I think that rule still stands. So, yeah, I think that is correct. So, Jesus Christ, I'm not even going to read that. It's a lot for 90 minutes. Good story. Good story. What is this? What did Reagan do in? Okay, no, we're just going to move on. The inflatable roof of the Minneapolis Metrodome collapsed in a snowstorm on this day in 2010. They had to shift the game between the Vikings and the Giants to Detroit's Ford Field. And we've had a couple of those. The dome for the Tampa Bay Rays was torn off during a hurricane, so. But it's been fixed. They are going to play at home next season. Tropicana has been restored. Randy says, today is my beautiful wife's birthday. Leah was born in 1980, the owner of Channel 12 TV network. Huh? Well, see, that's how he got his job.
Happy birthday, Leah.
When I say Randy, I need to talk to the boss. I need to ask for Leah. Got it. Check. She probably won't take my calls. 1937. Buford Pusser is born. He's the sheriff in sheriff and folk hero of Adamsonville, Tennessee. His claim to fame, including battling the Dixie Mafia and the State Line Mob and, well, avenging his wife's murder. So the Corpsewood Manor murders take place in 1982. Do you know anything about them, Brenda?
No, I'll have to check. It's been a long time, so I can't.
Well, our team did some research there, and we had some very bad things happen. So that place is still very much alive. Wow, today is Gingerbread House Day.
Oh.
It's the Day of Virgin of Guadalupe. The Festival of Unmentionable Thoughts. Ooh, ooh, I can get in some trouble there. International Day of Neutrality. I'm neutral on that. Jamhuri Day. Lost and Found Day. Mrs. Ireland Christmas Jumper Day. They see if she jumps, the winner survives. National Ambrosia Day. Ambrosia, that's the fruit salad, isn't it? It's National Dingling Day, National Poinsettia Day, National Salesperson's Day, Pataganengan Maza Sangama Day. Don't ask me. And it's the Universal Health Coverage Day. Well, don't ask our senator.
Those days weren't as exciting.
The Festival of Unmentionable Thoughts, also known as Taboo Day. Okay. International Sound Check Day. Audio check, 1, 2. National 12-Hour Fresh Breath Day. So for one day out of the year for 12 hours. Yeah. Is that the rule?
You have to have fresh breath.
December 12th for 12 hours. You get to pick your own 12 hours. You're on your own there. So
Yeah.
it's official Lost and Found Day. Oh, well, I lost it already. Yeah, ambrosia. That is fruit salad. All right, I was right. I knew it was. You never answered me. Of course, you probably weren't listening.
Oh, I know it is fruit salad. Don't ask me to get anything fancy with it.
Right. Well, it's the 346th day of 2025 and the 82nd day of autumn. So, yeah. No, it was snowing outside last night. It is winter. So winter will be here for sure this weekend to much of the country. 1965, running back Gale Sayers of the Chicago Bears scored an NFL record-tying touchdown, 6 touchdowns, 4 rushing, 1 receiving, and 1 punt return. Oh, wow. In a 61-20 win over the 49ers. Didn't the tight end for Detroit do that here recently also, tie that record? Today's quote, the public once tied it. Yeah, I think he had I want to say he had 6 touchdowns in a game. Maybe he only had 4. Today's quote, the public wants work which flatters its illusions. What? The public wants work which flatters its illusions. Is that the invention of AI? Today's number, 18 years, 195 days. It's the age of the Indian chess grandmaster when he won the World Chess Championship in 2024. What? What? Why is that even a stat? Jesus. Move on. 9 days until winter begins. Bullshit.
Yeah.
What is the name of the dog in the classic Dr. Seuss tale, How the Grinch Stole Christmas, Brenda?
Oh, what did he call that dog?
Dummy?
Doggone it. Oh, he used to call it all kinds of names. He was kind of mean to that dog.
Well, yeah.
Oh, what in the hell was that dog's name?
Anybody in the chat got a guess? The name of the dog in the Dr. Seuss tale, How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Well, Susie was the girl, right? Little Susie or something like that. Yeah, and Whoville. But see, I've got 2 stats, so
I do not remember that dog's name.
Let's see. Last NFL player touch was Josh Allen on November 16th. Okay. All right. Josh Allen broke that. Okay. My bad. I don't want to upset Josh Allen. So
now,
Josh
Chris,
wants to come on my show. He can come on.
Look up the name of the dog in the doctor in.
All I got to do is push a button, Brenda. Take a guess. Jesus, take a guess.
Oh. I don't know. Rufus, that was his name?
The most recent was Tua. Wow. Okay. All right. All right. Well, the dog's name was Max.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, the dog's name was Max. See, Randy knew it. Randy is the one that knows all the movie trivia. Word of the day, ambrophobia. What does that mean, Brenda? Ambrophobia.
It means 2 things. It means you don't need an umbrella. You can throw it away. And you don't need a bra. Throw it away, too.
It's the fear of rain. So you do need an umbrella because you're afraid of rain, Brenda. How close were you? You were even in the ballpark on that one. You said new rain. Brenda, today is the best day to cut hair to slow growth and to also trim for slow growth. I'm just kind of moving on.
Wait, but when I cut my hair, it just grows faster. So that doesn't even make any sense.
I'm not getting a haircut. So there we go.
We need some news. I need to get angry. Let's go.
All right. Trump orders government to fight state AI laws. Yesterday, this is one of the things he signed. What was the name of the horse in Dashing Through the Snow? Jesus Christ, I have no idea. Black Beauty? I don't know. Trump's order to fight, executive order to fight state AI law. He wants to set a national standard rather than have each state have their own standard. And he wants to have basically an AI czar.
An AI czar.
Yeah. My concern is if the government gets into too much with this, with having a single federal AI standard, that they're going to end up putting it like under the FCC or something. Yeah.
Well, there it is, Randy. I think we should hire Bob to be the AI czar.
There you go. So
he's a horse.
Trump signed the order yesterday, and he was surrounded by the White House AI czar, David Sachs. So there you go. We've already got an AI czar. I don't know it. The condition of the wounded National Guardsman, Andrew Wolf, is improving. U.S. Air Force Staff Sergeant Andrew Wolf, the West Virginia National Guardsman who was attacked. Wasn't an unfortunate accident. It was a terrorist attack in Washington, D.C. on Thanksgiving. He's making good recovery, and apparently he had some deficits on his right side, and he is now moving his right side, I guess, better, easier. So he's still got a long way to go, and his family is requesting privacy and prayers. So there's still a lot of work to do with this young man. So hopefully he will get back to 100%. Indiana yesterday, well, they told Trump, hell no, they were not going to redistrict. The Indiana Senate yesterday rejected the plan by Republicans to redraw the state's congressional district map, which would have favored GOPs. And it was leaders on both sides of the Indiana Senate, both Republican and Democrat, that voted this down. So Indiana will not be doing redistricting.
Aren't they special?
Yeah. Okay. We talked about this yesterday because they keep going on and saying that World War III is coming. We talked about this yesterday. Well, NATO is now calling for basically World War III to begin. He's saying that there's been a stalemate with Ukraine, and Russia is going to attack them. So basically, we need to attack them before they attack us.
We need to attack who?
Russia. Yeah.
No.
NATO basically wants to attack.
They need to just go kick NATO's ass, and because obviously sitting down and shutting up is not their, best quality in life. So,
and a lot of it's this guy right here, Zelensky. Headline of this story from Zero Hedge is everyone except Zelensky loved my plan. That's a quote from President Trump, and he is warning of World War III. See, that guy is the one that wants it. Zelensky, he's making lots of money from this. And
because he knows his ass is going to be voted out if he lets that happen. He's not gonna be able to be voted out if they have war. He's got to stay there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I know. So
he needs to go put his dress and high heels back on and get the fuck out of there. That's what he needs to do.
Yeah. So the president is extremely frustrated with both sides of this war. He's sick of meetings just for the sake of meetings. He doesn't want to talk anymore. He wants action, and he wants the war to come to an end, according to our press secretary. So, but NATO is saying it would be best if we strike them first. And Zelensky's like, yeah, can you give me a check while you do it?
Yeah, exactly. He's got his hand out.
Jesus. Well, apparently, according to Carolyn Levitt, we're not going to stand by and watch sanctioned vessels with merchandise and oil off of the Venezuela coast, and apparently we're just going to start seizing more things. So one of the things, and I don't know, I think we talked about it yesterday, but Iran is who actually owns the tanker that we took yesterday, and they were like really pissed. So,
Oops.
I'm not sure who was supposed to get the oil, if it was China or if it was Cuba, but they didn't get the oil. So it's being taken to a base down in the Gulf of America and drained of its precious gold, so which the president says we're keeping. So we'll follow that story. Who the hell knows? Yesterday, the House of Representatives blocked a resolution to impeach President Bush with a bipartisan vote of 237 to 140. 23 Democrats voted to table, and 47 voted present. The resolution's failure is, well, it's not surprising considering the Republicans still control the House and forced the vote. And Representative Al Green, he's from down there. He's one of your guys, Brenda. He introduced the resolution. So he said he's going to keep trying. So apparently your guy down there doesn't like him very much. So, and so apparently Representative Haley Stevens from Michigan is filed impeachment against Robert F. Kennedy Jr. and the Representative Sharifa Hatantandula from Michigan is filed articles of impeachment against Hegseth for his murder on poor fishermen. So,
oh God.
Stop killing these poor fishermen. Just want to have a living.
They're not fishermen, you dumb bitch.
Even Hakeem Jeffries didn't seem to be on board with any of that. He's like, whatever. Well, yesterday, they were grilling DHS Secretary, Homeland Secretary Kristi Noem yesterday. And during the meeting, there was two things that come from it. During the meetings, one of them was, she said, the elephant in the room, that the threats the United States is currently facing is from unvetted migrants with ties to terrorism and Antifa cells here already in the United States. And then Afghan migrants pose a significant threat to national security. So that was one of the big things that come out of there. And then, well, we'll talk about the other one here in a minute. But she went on to talk about how the terrorist on Thanksgiving executed a soldier and almost executed a second. And she was interrupted by a congressman who said that it was just an unfortunate accident.
Idiot.
He wasn't driving a goddamn car and run off the road, okay? He walked up to him with cold-blooded murder and shot her in the back of the head with a .357 Magnum revolver. That was not a goddamn accident. Nope. The Democrats need to get their head out of their ass. So it's on video. But okay, it's on video. We got a video of that, but we don't have a video of the goddamn plane going in the Pentagon. Jesus Christ. All right, you get me fired up today. All right, so the January 6th, the J6 chair, well, he kind of made a I don't want to say he or she, made a jaw-dropping claim. The videos don't exist. Wait, what? So it turns out that Barry, its name's Barry Loudermilk, he's in charge of the J6 stuff. Well, apparently a lot of the video has been deleted.
Oh.
Yeah, video and stills have all been, electronic stills have all been deleted.
Of course.
So they don't exist anymore. And there's gaps in other footage. So the FBI is having to go back and do some homework to find evidence on things, but
Boy.
it doesn't exist. So he is in charge of the committee on J6, and he said, well, it was deleted. Now, in a criminal case, isn't there a chain of custody of evidence? So where would the chain of custody lost them, or who gave permission to delete them? Usually that's only there. It's evidence is held for either time or until after a case is done and is discharged by judge. But there's evidence that's just totally missing and deleted. It's gone. What happened to it? Where did it go? So
Somebody pushed a button.
Chris says that wait, hold on. Iran needs to call their insurance agency. State Farm don't cover that shit, Chris. Sorry. Yeah. State Farm will not cover that. Chris says they're not fishermen. It's in my early vote for line of the day. Randy says the new issue of Strange Knox magazine Deep Dive Facts in the Sportcat Daily Gazette will appear in it. Buy it now.
Oh.
Send me one, Randy. Let's see. Chris says it's easier to convict the My Little Pony guy by getting rid of the evidence.
That's true.
They should just have a little My Little Pony horse drop off a bomb out of its mouth. You know, have a cartoon drawing and put that in court. Jesus Christ. Yesterday, Carolyn Levitt, she has a cold. Poor thing. Her voice was hoarse yesterday. She had a stuffed up head. She was sick. She wasn't feeling very well, and hopefully she got everybody in the front row of the media sick. But she pulled a Brenda yesterday and politely lost her mind on several questions. She tore into the media that asked stupid questions about inflation and then the economy, and then then she got going on fishermen. So yesterday she was jacked up on Mountain Dew and cold medicine or something yesterday. She was in rare form yesterday. She went on to yell at the media, said, I would like to remind everybody at home why all this is on the brink of happening with insurance. It's Democrats and Obamacare. Yeah, she was on a fiery roll yesterday. So if you want to go check it out, there's lots of clips of it online where she torched several people in the media. She just wasn't feeling it yesterday. Poor thing.
It's like she should have told them right when they walked in, I am not feeling good. Don't fuck with me today.
Randy says that's his next ex-wife. So hey, well, Randy, ironically, you're in the age group, so there you go. So Brenda, politics may have ruined our only chance to see a Tom Cruise movie that was filmed in space.
For the love of God.
No, politics. So the Tom Cruise, they had been negotiating with NASA and with the International Space Federation of whatever. They were going to train Tom Cruise, and they were going to send him. Now, I'm not making this up. They were going to send him and a production crew to the International Space Station, and they were going to film the next Mission Impossible film. It seems like it'd be an awful small set. And they'd already worked this out. In 2020, NASA confirmed that they were going to shoot a movie in space. But they've now removed all references to that because, well, even Elon was wanting to do it. But apparently, do you know? Okay, well, before I get to the punchline on this, do you know what held this whole thing up?
No. What was it?
So apparently, Tom would have had to have went and had a meeting with President Trump. And he said that basically he didn't want to ask for political favors and from the pre-meeting talks, he didn't want to owe President Trump anything. So apparently him not wanting to go speak to President Trump is why this didn't happen. So now I don't know that there's any bad blood between the two, but supposedly during the pre-meeting stuff, there was some of this, you do this for me, I'll do this for you. And he's like, no, just not.
So why didn't they just go take it and film it in the same studio that they filmed the moon landing in?
Well, Brenda, that was in the 50s. They've tore that shit down by now. So,
well, I'm pretty sure they'd come up with another one.
So
I mean, Biden spent 4 years at Tyler Perry's White House instead of where he was supposed to be. So it's not like they couldn't find something else for him to do.
Well, there you
Another
go.
place.
Well, they don't have anti-gravity at those places. So
They
yeah.
had anti-gravity then. They put them on cables and floated them and bobbed them up and down.
Oh, come on, Brenda. You know that.
Oh, don't come on, Brenda, me.
You know it's fake news.
I know better.
All right, Brenda. Well,
No.
American households are going to get a very large refund next year. Now, I don't understand if they mean next year is in 2026 or next year is in 2027.
A refund for what?
Well, because the government feels like they owe us something. They're giving all these billions to everyone else. So they're going to try and give $2,000 to each household next year. Does that mean
They
you have
owe
to
us a
split
hell
it
of a lot
between the
more than
rest?
that.
Does this mean I have to split it with the rest of the people that live in my house? That's my money.
No, just put it in your pocket and tell them you didn't get it. Don't tell them you get it.
So
Be
apparently,
stupid.
oh, hey, Brenda, this was in the big, beautiful bill. We just didn't know it.
Oh, another thing in the big, beautiful bill.
And it is in the upcoming year. It's not this. Well, no, still don't know. It says in the coming year. See, that's in government terms. That's like 2042. Well, we said coming. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. So once the refunds are received, taxpayers will be instructed to change their withholding status to make sure that the following year they're taxed on it. So there you go. So.
It's not supposed to be taxable.
Here's $2,000. Adjust your tax holdings so that next year we get our money back. So,
you know what?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have tattooed on my ass, kiss my ass. I am gonna do that. I am.
I don't. Brenda, Randy will be the only one that sees it. So Randy,
Nope.
So.
I'm gonna take
I will
pictures of it and mail it out to
block.
all of Congress. I won't mail it to you. I'm just gonna mail it to Congress.
Well, yesterday, the Obama administration ICE chief said that the Trump deportations are a remarkable accomplishment. Now, rather than saying on MS Now yesterday, saying things negative, he said that it was quite an accomplishment. Talked about Tom Holman and said that there's always tension between the department and the White House. He said, but, you have more so now in this administration because you have more than one cook, referring to three cooks, meaning DHS, Trump, and Holman. He said, so there's more frustration. He said, but I have to tell you, those numbers are stunning. He said, we only managed to get, remember, he was under the Obama administration. He said, in our 4 years, we were only able to get 400,000. He said, the reality of that is 250,000 of those people were actually caught at the border. These people that we're deporting are having self-deport are on the interior, meaning they're already here. Right. So he said, that's amazing. He said, in their 4 years, they were only able to get 400,000.
Well, they had 8 years. What the hell happened there?
Well, maybe under 4 years while he was in boss. Maybe that's what he meant.
Oh.
I mean, he might not have served for full 8. So. And then yesterday, Trump pitched a little hissy fit because of CNN. Christie was supposed to get up and leave from her hearing and go to a meeting that she was chairing over FEMA because apparently they're going to eliminate FEMA. This is a horrible idea. They need to get this idea out of their head. But apparently someone leaked memos and documents to CNN, and CNN aired it and put the documents on their website.
Of course they did.
And so the president canceled the meeting and pitched a hissy fit and said that's fake news. Fake news. Well, it is now because I canceled it. But that's a horrible idea to cancel FEMA. He needs to get that idea out of his head.
I don't know. Come on, look at what they do. What are they doing? What do they do?
Okay.
The states do more for these
Are you,
people
okay,
than
Brenda,
FEMA
are you
does.
involved in any public safety at all? No,
I used to
you're
be.
not.
Yes.
Like 50 fucking years ago. Give me a break, Brenda. When you were around, FEMA wasn't involved in it. So yes, FEMA does do a lot. Get out of my ass about that. I will fight you on that. You were wrong about that.
Well, I know a lady who got her foundation out there in North Carolina, and they did a hell of a lot more than FEMA did. All FEMA did was go in and try to take away people's kids because they had nowhere to live because their houses washed away.
And you're
That's why
sure
the
that
people
was
out there
FEMA.
chasing them out.
That wasn't a local DHS effort. No.
It
FEMA
was not.
doesn't.
FEMA was
No,
involved in it.
That is not what FEMA does.
Well,
that
I'm
is
sorry.
fake
I
news.
had her on my show. She brought all her receipts, and yeah,
Good for her, but she's wrong. I can promise.
FEMA's got a
I
lot
have
of
been on
problems.
the goddamn FEMA teams, Brenda. We didn't go
what?
in and take people's kids. Come on, give me a fucking break. You're
Well,
stupid.
maybe you were with some decent people.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm telling you, FEMA's got some issues, man. They have for a long time.
Every agency has issues. So.
Sure they do. And let's get rid of them all. Screw them all.
No. There's a lot that FEMA does. And just because one lady in some remote location that you probably can't fucking find now has one story is the whole problem. No.
What about the hurricanes that hit Florida, and FEMA was going into these houses and stealing people's shit? What about that?
There's paramedics and firefighters that have done that too, Brenda. I'm not saying there's not crooks. I'm not saying there's not bad people, but that doesn't mean that the agency is the problem. That means the person is the problem. Oh, come on, Brenda. Give me a break. You're full of shit. You don't know your head from your ass when it comes to public safety. I'll be honest with you there. So I'm sorry. I've been on the team.
Because you're a good guy with public safety does not mean they all are.
No, I'm not saying every cop is good. I'm not saying every paramedic's good. I'm not saying every doctor's good. Every firefighter's good. That is not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you have an isolated case of one lady in one place with one story who you probably can't fucking find now.
Group of people, actually, but anyway.
You just said one. So now you're going to change your story?
No, she's with the foundation. So it was a whole group of people that were there.
So now she has a foundation.
She wasn't there by herself.
So now we have a foundation. So let me guess. She's a nonprofit, right? She's a nonprofit, right?
She is, yes.
So she's okay. Let's look into her background.
Oh, go right ahead. You wanted her on your show.
No, I said I would talk to her. I didn't say I wanted her on my show. I said I would talk to her. So
anyways, they raised a lot of money. They got people to donate motorhomes for these people so they have a place to live.
Yes.
They took them.
There's also still volunteer ambulances. There's still volunteer fire departments. There's still volunteer rescue squads. Oh, whatever. You want to roll that off? Oh, whatever's ass.
Go on with the news.
Bullshit, Brenda. When you want to talk about public safety, come at me with real shit. Don't come at me with fake shit. So, well, I'm just telling you. So, all right. Mysterious interstellar object is now approaching Earth. I thought it was a comet. So, apparently, we've been watching this thing for months, and they didn't tell us about it. Shocker. Oh. Well, we have a countdown now. And, well, the Hubble actually has pictures we have not seen. This was spotted previous to July. We're just finding out. And now it's going to get close to us on December 19th. Well, remember, we got a timer now for it. So Also, according to the people that are in the know on this space stuff, said this comes with a new moon and will make it ideal. I'm sorry, it won't be a new moon. It's when the new moon is going away, which will make it ideal for viewing. But NASA says we can't see it. I'm so confused. So we can't see it, but it's on the dark side of the moon. What? So it's going to be coming the 19th of December. That's in what, 6 days? No, 7 days. So it's going to be coming, but we won't be able to see it. It's not going to be close, and it's not going to cause us any harm.
So why don't they worry about the ones that are coming close? What are they worried about that one for?
Well, they did just put out a warning about that there are 2 more that are going to be closer. But don't worry, there's nothing to see there either. So
yeah,
they just silently released that headline out. So it's like, come on, man. Yeah, so it's coming. Just be careful.
Yeah.
And they also snuck this out quietly, and I just had to go back and research it. But now NASA has unveiled plans for astronauts to live on the moon inside glass bubbles, which are made from lunar dust.
Oh boy.
Yes. They're going to live inside glass bubbles made from lunar dust. So they're going to be large livable spheres, which will be created in situ. Is that a Timu thing?
Probably.
Tiny pieces of so-called lunar glass, a component of the moon's soil, with rocks and mineral fragments. They're going to be collected upon Earth. They're going to be melted down in a domestic microwave oven.
What?
I'm reading this word for word. They're going to melt this down and blow the glass into a bubble, which will harden into a large transparent structure.
And now, they want to put that where?
Okay, so how are we gonna shouldn't we take this, have like Home Depot deliver the shit on like pallets or something? I mean, how are we gonna take a large bubble into space? They're going to be self-healing glass. Now, wait a minute here. I didn't even know we had that technology. And that wouldn't that make it plastic? I don't know. But you will never be able to replicate this on Earth, it says. You can get pretty close. But so apparently we're going to have to go up there, plug up a microwave, and cook up a space bubble. I'm not really sure how this is going to work. But 2 years from now, they say it's gonna happen.
They want us to live in a bubble.
Well, I'm not us, the astronauts that will live up there. I mean, remember, there's already one guy up there right now. He's pretty bored.
Sure there is.
He's pretty bored up there. So
yeah, I don't believe that, but okay.
Well, that's according to one of our secretaries. So you ever want to go to Goodwill and do some shopping? Well, in Florida, you could buy a live hand grenade that was in the donation bin.
Oh.
A live hand grenade was discovered inside a donation bin in Palatka, I don't know, Florida, about 50 miles outside of Jacksonville. So it was safely retrieved and detonated. They called some rednecks up and said, "Here, come get this, $5."
Yep, take it out there in the woods, let it go.
Who donates a live grenade to Goodwill? And only
somebody probably went through like their dead dad's stuff and got rid of a bunch of stuff and didn't think that it was active.
Well, in 2018, somebody donated several of them to Goodwill in Jacksonville, and they actually put them on the shelf.
Damn, they must think that Florida needs grenades.
Mental Habib, go to Goodwill in Florida. You can get all the tools you need. So today is going to be a ceremony inside the Oval Office to honor the 1980 Miracle on Ice team. The ceremony will be 46 years after the historic game, which, if you recall, is when America beat the Soviets and started a historic in symbolic victory and swept patriotism across the country. So, yeah, today President Trump is going to be honoring them in a ceremony, and he's going to be presenting, or I guess he's going to be, is he pinning? He's awarding the Congressional Medal of Honor to these players. There you go. So, not really sure why, but hey, okay. So,
Makes him look good.
I mean, isn't hockey season already started? So, I mean, cool.
No.
6 injured in California when a house exploded because of a gas explosion. Watch it.
Oh, yep. There goes. Ooh.
He was trying to microwave a space bubble.
Probably. Accidentally left a fork in there and it sparked it.
Yeah. Yeah, Chris says, don't bother looking at the sky, just believe us. So,
yeah.
Randy wants to know if the stories about Walmart and FEMA were true. Were they real death camps? What? So nobody knows.
I think I'm going to dig into that one there, Randy. I've heard that too.
Go right ahead. I'm sure Sam Walton has plenty of death camps in his financial portfolio. So nobody's dropping off a grenade. No, man. They were probably, Chris, too busy looking at their phones to $5 and put it on the shelf. Randy says a guy bought a dresser at Goodwill, and the bottom of the dresser found $4,000 in old cash. Hey, cool.
Ooh, from 1959 to 1964.
Yeah. And Chris, I think it was a Temu microwave. So
it's a Temu bubble.
So this weekend, they're hyping up the Army-Navy game. And, I haven't traditionally watched this game, but it's always hyped up. The president's going to be at it.
Yes.
And, of course, the Secretary of Army is going back and forth with the Secretary of Navy. They're getting their little jabs in on X. And the Secretary of the Navy said, I brought you tissues and a pacifier and diapers. Go Navy. That's great. See, this is what I love. So I brought you tissues and a pacifier. Secretary of Navy, the Secretary of Army wrote, I hope you brought your life vest. Oh, so funny. See, I love this kind of camaraderie. So Secretary of Army said, let me know if you need my corpsmen.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's funny. So yeah, it's on at 3:00 on CBS over the weekend if you want to check it out. It's usually a good game. So I traditionally don't watch it, but it always does get a lot of hype. And President Trump's already been asked who he thought his favorite was, and he's like, there is no way I'm answering that one. So so the Secret Service even got into it a little bit too for the Army. Go Army. So good. I hope they have a good game. So Brenda, did you know there was a secret weather program that exposes Americans to toxic chemicals and deadly UV rays?
Yep.
Well, good, because apparently it's true.
Yep.
Geoengineering Watch has released information that the government and military have been dispersing chemicals into the atmosphere for decades to hide the true severity of climate change. So there
That's
you
not
go.
why, but okay.
No, they said it was to cut back on the extreme UV exposure. They actually made it worse. But yeah, so apparently it is a real thing. They're now admitting to it. It's a decades-long weather modification program. And supposedly the reason was to obscure the rapidly worsening climate conditions. So, well, hey, we got some truth out of them. They said that it exists now, so at least we know it exists. So
there are chemtrails.
Well, so you can go outside and look up and see that. So
yep.
So yeah, so Yeah, there you go. So they finally admitted to it. If you have a Ring door cam this Christmas, pay attention to it when your packages are delivered, because apparently now there's an easy to build device, or even probably purchase online, that school kids can get a hold of, and they come up and they see you have a Ring camera and you have packages on your porch. They turn this thing on, and well, it jams the Ring camera signal in your Wi-Fi. So you can't see who they are. Pirates are getting high tech. So
That's because they're getting tired of picking up packages that have exploding things in them and puts dye all over them.
yeah, Wi-Fi jammers that kids can build or buy on the internet are probably, man, see, this is why I miss Radio Shack. You used to go to Radio Shack and build this shit. Now you got to really shop for it. So, but yeah. So the jam cameras may just look like they lost signal, but in reality, no. It was probably some kids setting off the Wi-Fi jammer so they can steal your packages. So, but this is interesting. They talk about this because these electronic devices, you can do more than this with that device. That's just programmed to specific frequency.
Sure you can.
But if I'll read that in a second, Chris. If they're tuned properly, they can block other frequencies like cell phones, and they could be used for other more heinous crimes. So, but so Jingle Scam, we're teaching the kids how to build electronics. So, hey,
why not?
At least you're getting outside now, right? So,
yeah.
Skydiver dangles 15,000 feet after his parachute catches on the plane's tail in Australia. Pictured here is the skydiver. He comes out, and I don't know if when you come out, if you're supposed to have a parachute already going or what, but somehow he became entangled in the plane's tail and left him dangling at 15,000 feet. Had he not had a knife to cut himself free, he probably would have suffered much more catastrophic injuries, but he only received a minor leg injury. So he managed to cut himself free, and in free fall to, I guess he had a backup. So, he was jerked up and backwards and into the tail and couldn't get free. His leg was entangled, and the plane, well, it was having trouble because it was also wrapping up part of the plane, a piece of the plane. So the tail horizontal stabilizer. So, the investigation, the pilot made a mayday and was prepared to bail out wearing his own chute if needed. But he decided he had enough control of the plane to land. And if the parachutist had not had a knife on him, although it's not regulatory, apparently, he probably would not have survived that ordeal. So the moral of the story is always carry a knife with you. So, let me get back into comments here. Chris says, I thought Secret Service was supposed to stay up the middle. Interesting. Chris said, I would have had the parachute open when I was being driven to the airport. Yep. Next year, there's going to be some new coins that come out in 2026 to commemorate the 250th anniversary of America. And from the best I can tell, they're all going to be quarters. And Trump did not get his face on them, even though he lobbied to. And apparently even some lobbied to have Biden's on their face. Now, typically, a president cannot be on any denomination until 2 years after their death. So, but they're still looking, Trump says there's loopholes in that. So, Uh, but you can get the collectible coins in either a sealed mint packaging next year, or you can find them circulating. And you can see there's the Liberty dime. I'm sorry, there's going to be dimes and quarters. My bad. Liberty dimes in Mayflower quarter. So yeah, there's two of them there you can see. And the Revolutionary quarter and the Independence quarter. Yeah, there's going to be quite a few. So Gettysburg quarter. So looking forward to that. I'm sure they'll be in circulation for a while. Randall says, yeah, let's spend $19.99 for a 50-cent roll of pennies. Well, no, if you buy they come in it's like a plastic 8.5 by 11 where they're sealed in there. Those probably would pay more for, but yeah, I wouldn't go buy a roll. Yeah, because there's idiots right now buying rolls of 20, 25 pennies on, I don't know, online sites for like $50. I don't know.
Yeah, because they're supposed to have that special penny that's in there that's worth like.
They're only making like 250 of those though. So, yeah. I mean, the amount of, and they only made them for one day. So, yeah, the amount of pennies overall that are made this year or were made this year, the odds would be just horrible. I mean, as far as getting one, but if you got one, yeah, you'd have.
I'm pretty sure all the rich people in Congress are going to get one.
Well, I think President Trump got a gold one. The Secretary of Treasury got a gold one. So yeah, they're all going to have
a gold penny.
They minted a special one for Trump. And it had to be gold. Come on, seriously, you didn't know this?
As much as you're Trump's rid of copper. We need copper in this country. People all over the world, you need copper. Copper does a lot for your body.
He had it in gold because he likes gold. In case you haven't looked at his White House, he likes gold. So, and so that nobody feels slighted, here's the picture that they wanted to have for the president's Liberty dollar.
I think it would have been better just to put his mugshot on it.
Just why do these big-headed apes have to have their picture and name on everything?
Hey, that's $1.
Yeah, that's what I said. He wanted to have a dollar coin.
Oh,
and this would have been it. Yeah. So, but they apparently his lawyers, he's rich enough to have lawyers, have found a loophole. So it still may happen in 2026. So there you go. I don't know. So today in LA and in Times Square, this billboard popped up. And it is an eye. Well, no, it's not an eye. It's a white bird. I'm assuming it's I don't know what kind of bird that is, actually. But it has an eyeball in the center of the body. And it has a date on it. Let's see here. June 12th, 2026. And it says, all will be disclosed. Steven Spielberg is the one that paid for the billboards in Los Angeles and in New York. It's a pale face with an upside-down alien eye, dark red and black dominant. The design, the image feels more unsettling than his classic friendly alien stories. Below the picture or beside, depending on which billboard, all will be disclosed June 12th, 2026. So what's going to be disclosed June 12th, 2026? And why is it Steven Spielberg knows about it? Is he coming out with a new movie?
Movie, UFOs, and yeah.
You think that's what it is?
Yeah.
There's all kinds of talk online about what it could be. That's one of the things that'll be a new UFO movie. And there's others saying that it's cryptic and tied to, wait for it, Brenda, a conspiracy. So right up your alley. So could it be links to Close Encounters? Are they refilming Close Encounters? So that was a scary ass movie. So let's see. Chris says, Biden's head is printed on the tail side of his coin because he got lost and wandered to the other side. This should just be the back of his head. Oh, that's bad. That's bad.
He said Spielberg found a UFO covered in bird shit.
Could be. And did you know 2 days ago that the CIA dropped a huge load of UFO files?
Oh, did they?
Yeah, they did. And they didn't really publicly release it. I found this through one of my alternative websites. 12,000 UFO sightings, part of Project Blue Book. Yeah, they went in depth, and they have released a whole lot of information. A lot of people are just now starting to sort through it because, well, they didn't tell you it was out there. They have a book that was apparently given to investigators on how to investigate a flying saucer that's in there. Apparently, there's close-up photos. NASA can't get a picture of a goddamn rock in space, but the CIA is releasing photos. So yeah, there you go. They're all decent. Well, the parts that are declassified are there. It's there's some that's redacted, but so yeah, go check it out. The CIA just released 12,000 documents. So yeah, go check that out. That's that's incredible. And they just we didn't tell anybody. No, 12,000 sightings, information from 12,000 sightings, research. Project Blue Book, and yeah, so yeah, they didn't bother to tell anybody. Oh yeah, it's on the website. Yeah, check it out. So yeah, there's that. Go find that. Do your homework on that. Let's see if FEMA cares about us, since Brenda says they don't. They don't. This is yesterday's daily operations briefing from the 11th. Things they're worried about for today. Well, still concerned about the heavy rainfall and flash flooding in the Pacific Northwest. And by the way, 100,000 have been evacuated. FEMA, local and state governments are on the ground, Brenda, just so you know. Heavy snow.
Y'all run for the hills.
Heavy snow. Well, they need to, because there's a lot of flooding out there right now. Heavy snow in the northern plains, central Appalachia, in the Great Lakes. We get a dusting here. It really sucked. But yeah, there's lots of areas that are evacuated. And when the snow starts melting from the cold weather they're getting right now, that's going to cause in a couple weeks even more of a problem. So, and there's another atmospheric river coming across the Pacific next week. So they're going to get even more rain out there. So, but this atmospheric river that is currently crossing the U.S., well, let's just go to today's daily briefing. That's not, we'll look at the new one. Today, President, well, we know sometime that he's going to have a ceremony for the hockey team. It doesn't say when on his schedule. But
Ooh, you got 1 minute.
He does have a swearing in ceremony and a bill signing ceremony. Yeah, I guess I do. All right. Everybody have a great day. It is Friday. Brenda and I are out of here.
I'm going back to bed. I need a damn nap.
Do you have a show on the weekend, Brenda?
Yeah, I got to do one tomorrow for Channel 12. We're going to go ahead and do the recorded show.
Well, there you go. So
tomorrow.
Brenda has a show over the weekend for Channel 12. Make sure to subscribe. What is it, $9.99 a month, Brenda?
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
$9.99 a month.
You get movies, you get cartoons. I think you get some rock and roll in there too. So go subscribe to the Channel 12 streaming TV network. And Brenda's got a new show coming up over there.
I have been watching cartoons there at night.
We will be back Monday, same time, same location. Everybody have a great weekend, and we will see you soon. Let me push a button here.
Do you have an end button today?
Yes, I do have an end button today.
Oh my God.
But I don't have the right song, so
oh.
It's crazy. Technology.
You have a 138 o'clock. That's different. Yay, we